one of the main ideas is this thing called sidechain. So imagine this is a tree, or this is a leaf. A leaf might be an easier explanation. So we have a leaf over here, and you realize that with leaves, they have little spokes coming up, right? So think of the main line of the leaf as the layer 1 chain. So this is where all your blocks will be minted, all your blocks will be approved, and what's called blockchain, right? A chain of blocks. And sidechain are these little things that comes out here. And what do they do? Basically, you will have your transactions, you will still do your transactions, and then it will collect all these transactions on the side and then input into one of these blocks. So instead of directly updating the blocks every time you make a transaction, instead of directly updating the blocks, you have a bunch of updates to be done on the side, and then it at one shot bring all these transactions and update in one of these chains. So this is the whole idea of sidechains. And there are a lot of, so in sidechains, to make it less complicated, basically sidechains is a layer 2 solution. And one of them is this thing called plasma chain. And it uses sidechain technology. It has a lot of different kind of consensus. It has a lot of cryptoeconomics that goes into it, and it's very interesting and fascinating in its own right. One of the biggest problems is that it still has a lot of issues. So, for example, one of them is data availability. So, what you realize over here is that there are a lot of transactions going on the sidechain, right? That's good. One problem is that it still needs to take some time to be updated into one of these main chains. And so, number one, there will be a timing issue. There will be a latency problem because you have things being approved and then another guy here on this chain waiting for data from the sidechain so that he can make some transactions on his own. So that becomes a little bit of a problem, and it can get quite complicated and technical.